I learned, or it was like an epiphany in the interview, that the majority of our clients do virtual podcasts.
But like I said in the last episode when we just had that conversation where Shamar asked me all these questions about being here, I didn't want to do the podcast.
Yes.
You know,
hey, what do I think or how do I feel about the podcast and everything? Yeah. My thought is that I'm glad it's done, because this was supposed to be done over a year ago. Oh, he wanted a full screen of himself.
I want to be able to see us because that's what's more important. Don't nobody care nothing about that center shot.
It's funny how we need to do that one day. Just talk about the varying ways we say the same thing, because I would call that a wide shot. You call it a center shot. You know, just like I call that a C-stand and you call it a pole.
Just like that. Listen, we having that conversation right now. Listen.
And what do you say? Because I'll say compose. Excuse me.
I don't say that.
Excuse me.
Why your mic look like that? Why your mic ain't extruded like mine's is?
What you mean?
Why your mic inward and coming out?
Because you didn't move yours the other way. I don't like mine towards them. I just moved it the other way.
So you mean to tell me this whole year we've been doing this and you just now? I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't. See, that looks so much better already.
Oh God, it's all.
Don't knock yourself out.
Or knock that coffee over.
Oh my gosh.
We can't have no more.
Yeah, we have knocked over I have knocked over 3 cups of coffee. Like, I mean, I ain't even really get to drink this. I just been knocking it over on the floor. So the floor been drinking the coffee. Shout out to Tato for buying the coffee.
Hey man, no problem. You know, I said I wanted French vanilla. He gave me a latte. It tastes more like hazelnut than anything. So I'm a little upset about it, but you know the difference between French vanilla and hazelnut? I don't either. Okay. My cup says vanilla syrup and hazelnut syrup. Oh, he put both of them in there. Yeah. Mm. So I say compose, and Tay says frame up the shot. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's that syrup got you. You was like, yeah, it's oh God, it's back there, y'all. I don't like it. I don't think I like it. Well, shoot then. I mean, we already here. Oh, yeah. We already here, you know. Welcome back to Charlotte Podcast Studio. Oh, can you put your phone on silent, sir? Oh, silent. He's the professional, by the way. Yeah, I'm the professional. I'm trying to find my notes to make sure we cover what needs to be covered. This episode. Yes. We are wrapping up. I'm Shamar, Tay's sidekick. We've been through this. I'm not introducing myself to y'all no more. We have been doing this since August, if I remember correctly, okay? Mm-hmm. Y'all should know who I am by now. You should know who this guy is. If I'd have known you was wearing a red shirt, I'd have put on a blue shirt. I definitely put on a reddish. Maroon 5. Yeah, Maroon 5. I'm going to call it Maroon 7 because I like the number 7. That's my favorite number. Huh? That's my favorite number. No, that's my favorite number. No, it's mine. No, it was mine first. No, I'm first. I was here first. Just because you older doesn't mean it makes you first. No, that's my birth month. That's my birthday. You skipped it. It doesn't matter. Yo, so this is the crazy thing, right? My birthday is 7/8. Shamar's birthday is 8/7. Bow, bow. Crazy. Listen to that. Nobody else in this building. Well, shit, ain't nobody here. Ain't nobody in here. Nobody else. Have I seen out here clearing house and stuff? I ain't clearing houses today. Maybe. Listen. But he ain't gonna mop that floor. Just hey, yeah, that video. Yeah, you seen it. You seen it. Yeah, I'm putting that out. I'm trying to find the right one to make. Okay, this is the right one. So, welcome back. Since Shamar wants the intro. Now he's gonna do it. Since Shamar wants the intro. Welcome back to Charlotte Podcast Studio. I'm Tay. I'm the studio manager here at Charlotte Podcast Studio. And I'm Shamar, Tay's trusty sidekick. What's happening? Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Shout out to Mace. Yes. That's it. So, first, I want to start off and say thank y'all for y'all patience. Thank y'all for sticking with us this whole I guess you can call it last 2 quarters.
Yes.
Because we started in August.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanted to give y'all a thank you and apologize for the, what do you call it? The hiatus, the disappearing act. Because I made a post and said, hey, we'll be back soon. And I guess soon took this long. So,
where you been?
man. Huh?
Where we been?
Where have we been?
Mm-hmm.
We've been everywhere, y'all.
Like Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah. So, the biggest thing is we got busy on the Alan Luck side. We still had people coming in the studio, but due to the workload that I don't want to say endure because that sounds bad. It sounds like we was going through some troubles.
Right.
But due to the workload that presented itself starting in, I guess, October for the most part, we took a break. We had things pre-recorded. We had things that were pre-scheduled, but we lost that schedule. And when I say we, because Shamar don't like French, I'm really talking about me. So we had an event at the beginning of October.
I don't have a problem with French people. We just speak English. I don't want him speaking French. We.
Yeah, we in English, not in French. So we had that event at the beginning of October, and we went through training and intern. We will probably never ever speak about that again. Yeah, it was bad for me. It was just bad. What else did we do? I know we went to Cancun in November, and honestly, at the end of the month, I said, Shamar, I have only been to the studio in the month of November, the 2nd, the 3rd, and the 18th. Now, the 2nd and 3rd, you remember what the 2nd and 3rd was, right? We
had virtual recording on the 2nd. The 3rd, I don't remember the 3rd. I know I had a 90th birthday party on the 3rd. That was right around the corner. And yeah, we came in here. Maybe it was another podcast. I don't remember.
No, that's when we were packing up to leave.
Oh, yeah, we were packing up for Cancun. You're right.
We had an episode, I think it was 2 episodes on November 1st. Mm-hmm. And then you had that event on the 2nd. We came here.
So I got my days wrong. Yeah, the 1st was Friday, right?
Yep.
So we had a virtual podcast session that day. The 2nd was that Saturday, so I had to go do that 90th. The lady was 90 years old. She looked amazing. Right around the corner from here. And then the 3rd, we came in here and spent hours packing.
So at this point, if y'all have not seen the documentary, please, please, please check the description box below so you can see it. And if you're listening to this audio only, go to Alan Luck's Studio's YouTube page. You can't miss it. It's about the only video that has both me and Shamar. I don't remember what you named it, but just go to Alan Luck Studios.
I don't know what I named it either. But it's a thumbnail with me and Tay on there. My eye looking that way.
Yeah, listen, I'm glad, and he made the thumbnail, y'all.
Right.
But yes, November was a completely different space for me, period. So
Tay was tired in November, y'all. He was tired.
I was tired.
That young man was working. So
46 videos edited. We got back on Sunday. 46 videos. Dang. 46 videos were edited by Wednesday.
Mm-hmm. He was killing it. And then he took the rest of the month off. Like, bruh.
I didn't intentionally.
Hello. We got other projects.
I didn't intentionally take off the whole month. However, like I said, when it got to the end of the month, I was like, I ain't been up there. Mm-hmm. I said, let me show my face for Shamar. I think I done quit or something. And I'm just texting.
And he'll quit in a heartbeat, boy. I tell you.
Listen, after this episode, I'm quitting again. I'm just going to throw that out there.
But after the trip, I had got sick. And then I found out I had pneumonia. So
that's why
we had a
lot.
Up here. Yeah, he stayed away. I'm not contagious now, but I might cough here and there, FYI. But yeah. But no. So that's where we were. We were on the Alan Luck side doing a lot of work for that. And then behind the scenes, we were coming up with strategies for Charlotte Podcast.Studio and for this podcast right here. Is that a good segue? because I ain't looking at notes.
You didn't look at the notes?
I looked at them, but I ain't got them with me. But I think that was a good segue.
You glanced at them.
That was a good segue talking about something else, right? Don't you got that on the notes?
Yeah, I'm looking at the notes right now. Look at us, all unprofessional. Listen, we do this, okay? Y'all ain't gonna, and we don't cut. Don't come up in here talking about something. Oh, can you just cut that out? No, you shouldn't have said it. So anyway, like Shamar said, doing this podcast, I looked and I want to say this first. We did not, I guess for lack of words, properly promote the podcast the way we have been talking to y'all and telling y'all to do it. The crazy thing is we do have 16 subscribers on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Let me check the numbers. We have 16 subscribers on YouTube and we have over 1.6K views. Bow. Instagram, I'm not sure how many we've gotten from the posts that we've made as far as followers, but we have over 13,000 views since I've been here in May. We'll get to that in a second. I mean, we touched on it, but we'll get to it too. And then TikTok. Now, take note, I did not start the TikTok page until the exact date of posting the first video was August 14th, 2024. Since I've done that and set that up, we have gained 48 followers and we have over 14,000 views. So for me, that's a win.
That's good stuff.
That's a win. Speaking again, that we didn't say, hey, we got this podcast out. Hey, you should check out our podcast. We didn't really promote it. Even with the clients that come into the studio, I don't think we really mentioned it to many of them.
No.
You know, like the first day, you know, you put something out and it's like, ooh, you get like one or two. And it's usually like my cousin and, you know, maybe, you know, somebody else. But after that, we didn't really mention it. So, to have that amount for me, I
think I mentioned it twice on the Alan Lux channel. But yeah, it wasn't like a rollout per se. We just wanted to get it out there because in my mind, it was we're a podcast studio, but we don't have a podcast of our own. So I think that's a question that's on his notes is, hey, what do I think or how do I feel about the podcast and everything? Yeah. My thought is that I'm glad it's done because this was supposed to be done over a year ago, you know. True. And it didn't get done. Tay came in, he hit the ground running and got it up off the ground. So I'm happy that it got done. I think that's some good traction, you know, as far as all three platforms. And I look forward to see where it goes in the future. And then it's been fun too, because like I do the Alan Lux channel, but it's been fun having someone to sit and converse with as well. This is totally different from me. You know, having someone beside me, we have two different personalities because y'all know I'm about to come in here and play. And Tay be serious and he be, you know, fussing at y'all. I'm ready to play. So that's been fun trying to, you know, get our balance and get the chemistry on camera together and how we work and stuff. So what are your thoughts about the podcast?
My thoughts on the podcast is the biggest thing is it has just been an experience. So the experience of being here and doing what we do, first, this is like a passion, right? Mm. And podcasting was never something that I really wanted to do. I mean, I wanted to do it, but like I said in the last episode when we just had that conversation where Shamar asked me all these questions about being here, I didn't want to do the podcast, yes, you know, but I feel like it was a way for one, me to come out of my shell from being in here, making sure that me and Shamar do work well together. And I didn't really have to make sure that I kind of knew what it was going to be from, what was it, when we went to that house.
The Lux Retreat.
Yeah. When we did the Lux Retreat, I instantly knew then, you know, what this was going to be. But that's in a setting with everybody. So, of course, everybody is upbeat and everybody is happy to be there. But for me, it's like, what is it going to be when nobody's around?
Exactly.
You know, how are these conversations?
That day to day.
Yeah. Like, how was that going to go? And like Shamar said, and to tag on to that, this podcast has really been more of an eye opener for me. Mm-hmm. It has been more for a way for us to engage and actually speak about something specifically, because y'all, your boy is not officially diagnosed, but your boy got ADHD somewhere. Me and Shamar could be talking about one thing, and I'm like, oh, did you? And now we both off on the tangent. He like, wait a minute.
No, he takes me with him. I be trying to stay.
Hey, I said,
he be like, let's go.
Listen, get on the bus. And he be like, where we going? Down the block. All right, we can circle. We can what they call it, spin the block. We can spin the block, but bro, we got to get back. Yeah, I'm taking us all through downtown. If y'all in Charlotte, we be on 485 by the time he know it. But to be here and to engage with somebody that has a very similar mindset, and for me, somebody that has taken this mindset and has elevated where my mindset was when I came in, you know, this podcast was just an enhancement.
True. Because
Shamar sees how I work. I see how he works and how he responds. Because like you said, I sit down, like Shamar be like, man, we got to stop playing. We got to stop playing. We don't need to be doing this for an hour. And I'm like, all right, bet. So this is what we're going to do. I script it out and I'm like, bet. This shouldn't take no more than 30 minutes. And then Shamar be over here trying to make people laugh. And here we are, 45 minutes. Tay, you talk too much. I talk too much?
Wait a minute. Wait. So you smooth trying to put all of that on me. And you did it so well, too, because I didn't even see that coming.
Just slid that in there real quick.
I didn't see that coming. I am not the reason why y'all are here this long. But I appreciate y'all looking at it. But Tay just be talking.
I do be talking. And when I think I'm done, Shamar, he wants to keep that line going. I'd be like, bro, I was done.
And see, I forgot my
No, we don't need them today.
Right.
We almost done with this episode. I don't even know how long it is right now. But again, everything that has taken place since I've been here has definitely been a great experience. And the fact, like I said, we haven't pushed anything as far as, hey, check out the channel, check out the podcast, you know, even, so that's the other thing. We have listeners
this rabbit hole. Oh, no, that's good information. Go ahead, tell.
Morocco and Italy. And the platform that we use to push the audio only is Buzzsprout. And we have 12 downloads worldwide. I wanted to make sure I put that out there. But that's dope to me. Mm-hmm. You know.
Shout out to Morocco and Italy.
Yeah,
I definitely want to go to Morocco one day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. When I was driving trucks, one of my students is from Morocco.
Okay.
So you just let me know.
Cool.
I call him up.
Right. Okay.
You know. But yeah, man.
So let's talk about the year in review. You know what I mean? So I remember off the top of my head, in June is when we started working with a graphic designer. So first off, let's back it all the way up. Charlotte Podcast existence came May 20th, 2023. Tay came to Charlotte Podcast in April of 2024. So almost a year later. We had no brand identity. We had nothing. So about June is when we linked up with a graphic designer. He came in, visited the space. We kind of gave him, we allowed him to see our personalities and things like that and to create and design the logo. I think he came up with a dope logo and the animations. Y'all have seen it on, if you're on our social media and within these episodes. I think you put drops in it, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think the logo and the animation, everything around it is dope. And then, so simultaneously, while the graphic designer was working on the logo, Tay was working on doing or creating this podcast, right? And what we started recording in July, and he officially dropped in August, and I think he said August 14th. And then it's just been going from there. The bookings have been in place. Like Tay has learned all of this equipment up in here. I don't know nothing. He just
Can y'all believe that? This man still don't know. And it's okay. I don't want him touching my desk anyway. I don't want him touching it.
When did we do the mega disc?
I'm tripping. I was about to say that one time Chandra came up here.
That is. Yeah, that's the day that you started assembling it.
You know what? No. That's the day I put out the video for the Mega Desk. So we have been recording since before that.
Since before the Mega Desk, but yeah, when did we get that? Because that
August.
Whatever day she came, it was in August?
It had to be August because I put that video together real quick. So yeah, it had to be August. I want to say we got that Mega Desk in August. And when I tell y'all, anybody that has the ability to create a Mega Desk, create it.
Yes, indeed.
This desk is everything on wheels. So there's no setting up a camera here. There's no setting up a camera here. There's no center camera. There's no dealing with tripods. All the cables are literally wrapped, and some of them are zip tied. Some of them are Velcro strapped to the desk. There's a basket that holds all the adapters. The desk is a 6-foot Husky desk. I had to look at the name because the name is right here. But, man, get that desk, set it up, the monitor, the actual computer monitor, the computer screen, to be specific, because I know some people interpret monitor different. That is on a hydraulic arm. But that desk, everything is right there. I don't have to get up and go over here and go over there. Get you a Mega Desk, man. And if you can't, get a mini desk.
So for those on the audio side, I'll quickly tell you what's all on the desk. So we have 3 cameras on the desk for each camera angle. We have a Rodecaster for the audio. We have an ATEM that does the switching between the 3 cameras. There's a monitor for the ATEM so that we can see each one of the camera angles. Then there's a Mac Mini, so our computer is there, and then there's a monitor or display that's connected to that computer. Of course, the mouse and the keyboard.
And then the internet box, and then a flat fast charging power pad, charging pad.
And then the desk is adjustable as well. It goes from seating to standing. And like Tay said, it's on wheels. So we have a debate about this, so I'm going to say my number, and then he can say his number. I feel we have 7 sets in this studio. How many sets do we have from your lens?
From my lens, we have 14.
Okay, he's got to prove that 14 to me.
I got to prove it to myself again, too. Listen, this is going to be a little difficult because we went through 7, and I added 1 that was not on Shamar's list, and that has been the problem.
What happened to my camera?
And that is the issue when we do live feed.
Oh, I don't like that.
Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back.
Why it had to be my camera?
So you know what that means? That means my camera about to go on feed. So, yeah.
So 7 sets, allegedly 14. The Mega Desk is on wheels, and we can move it to any set. So,
yes.
It makes life a lot easier. The only thing that we don't have on the desk are the continuous lights, but those are on C-stands, and those C-stands are on wheels as well. So life is easy for Tay because I don't be moving equipment.
Yeah, shout out to Amazon Prime Day.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Because them wheels weren't cheap until that day. And you know what? I expected Shamar to literally only get 2. He was like, I got 4.
4.
Who am I to say, nah, just send them other 2 back? No, we've been using them.
Absolutely.
Having 4 allows us to use 2 in the studio and leave them there at all times. And then the other 2, when we have to go set up for either a mobile podcast or testimonial booth type stuff, we don't have to touch these poles unless those are the poles that we decide to go with. So
you hear him say poles?
C-stands. C-stands. C-stands.
So that means you're going to have to put that pre-conversation in there. Because that's what we just talked about before we started the episode.
I was going to leave it in there.
Oh,
anyway.
okay.
So the beginning of the episode that y'all saw, I told y'all, I'm not doing all this cutting stuff, trying to make this episode and all these episodes look clean.
Right.
That's why we got to watch what we say when we say it. That's why I have to watch.
I'm always appropriate, so I don't have to watch what I say.
I'm going to leave that one alone.
Oh, boy. So Mega Desk dropped in August. We had already been filming podcast episodes. September was a pretty busy month for Alan Lux, but Tay made us get in here and do some more episodes, so we kept those episodes going. And then to his point, October, it was very busy on Alan Lux's side, so we already had. That's what the benefit and I don't know what other word I'm looking for. That's the benefit of batch recording. At least we already had them in a chamber, and we could just release them even when we couldn't get back in here and record new ones. As far as the business side of that, right?
Yeah, because you were talking about the graphic designer and then all that setup.
Oh, yeah. We dropped that logo. He got that in June, July. The website got launched. So you can book directly on the website. It's made communication a lot more seamless with us and the potential clients. Because they can go to that website and they can book directly there. They can see the availability on the website without having, hey, can you do this day? Hey, can you do that day? It's no more back and forth in email. So that to me was great because I don't like to go back and forth in email and stuff. So being able to see it real time on your website, I think is dope. And they can book and pay right there on the website. And then we get the information. Okay, this is the set that they want. This is the day and time. We're already ready by the time to get here.
And I like it.
Yeah.
So charlottepodcast.studio /book now is the website URL. That's what they call it. See, listen, when you're doing stuff by yourself for so long, you don't worry about proper terms because you ain't got to translate or communicate that with people. Like, these are polls. I don't care what he says. Ain't no such thing as no C-stand. Listen, you will put a camera on a light pole if you have to.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm just going to put that out there. So something else that I wanted to speak on, too, and I think it's on. Let's see if this works. You hear that? Let it happen again. You hear that? That is the studio office phone. Stop calling our personal cell phones.
Oh my God. There you go fussing at these people.
Listen, if you can't get us at the office, definitely call that number. That number is 704-956-2944. Call that number if you can't get us on the website or whatever. But you should be able to get us on the website because all this stuff comes straight down email. That's another thing. When you do book it or you go on there in the chat, I just fixed it to where you have to leave your contact information because we had a couple people reach out to us through chat in the middle of the night and they didn't leave their information. So naturally you go, okay, well, let me respond, but there's no phone number, there's no name, there's no email, there's nothing. So I just fixed that on the website. I think I told you about that the other day.
You did.
I just fixed that. So listen, leave y'all contact information because we have no problem servicing y'all. We just need to know who we servicing, With that being said, too, even if you do that, go fill out the thing for the studio tour. That way we can at least have your information that way as well. But, yeah, I'm going to digress.
You done fussing?
I'm done fussing. That's my segment.
So, so the phone, we've always had that number because it was bundled in our service with internet. So internet and phone, landline phone. I never got a phone. So, like I said, Tay got here in April. Tay was like, we got a phone number? I was like, yeah. Why we ain't got no phone? So a phone was
I ain't
had.
say it like that. Make it sound like I was.
They know you by now, Tay.
Well, you know what? That do sound like I was fussed, but I ain't use that tone, y'all. I ain't talk to that man like that. This his place now. What I look like telling the boss, we don't even like that word. What I look like telling the owner, you need to get a phone. Because I don't even like people telling me what I need.
That. I mean, day two, you said, I can't work here.
I did say that, didn't I? Well, you know what? Y'all right. Disregard. Don't worry about that. I did say that.
Yeah, you did. So we got us a phone.
Two of them.
I remember, it's one downstairs, one upstairs. And I remember sitting in here one day and the doggone phone rung. And I'm like, what is that? What is that? Quickly realized it was the phone. And then, we had got business from that. So, hey, what else we got? I think it was pretty good. I did an interview. So I'm a part of a group, the Studio Business. I hadn't been active in that group all of November and this month. So I need to get in there and holler at them. But they interviewed me.
Y'all.
You say what?
You slacking just a
Listen,
little bit.
well, I mean, I was doing like you know.
But then again, we've been busy.
Yes.
I mean, when the money coming in, you ain't worried about certain stuff, you know.
Yeah, you got to focus right there where the money resides.
Where the money at, you know.
Yeah. So they asked me to do an interview, and in that interview, of course, they were asking about my experience, you know, our podcast space and stuff like that. And I learned, or it was like an epiphany in the interview, that the majority of our clients do virtual podcasts. You know, so that means one person in studio and their guest or their co-host is in another location. And, you know, we are able to capture that through Riverside. Shout out to Riverside. If you all want to use it, there's a link in the description. It'll help you out with a discount, and it'll help us out too. But anyway, Riverside has...
It's an affiliate link.
Yes, it is.
So you have to put that out there for YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Something in my eye. Yes, God. You have to. So it's an affiliate link. It helps you out with a discount, helps us out as well. But yeah, Riverside is the tool that we have been using. Great quality. It's like Zoom times 10. You know, the quality is great, and it helps out. So, like I said, the majority of the clients have been.
Before you go too far, I want to say this too. Riverside also has an app, so in theory, nobody has an excuse.
Okay.
Did you say that?
No, I didn't.
No, but I mean, if we're gonna promote
I forgot what I was gonna say now.
Listen, if we're gonna promote it, let's promote it. Listen, Riverside has an app, so if you are away from wherever, or that person doesn't have a computer, you know, use the app.
Yeah, use the app.
Use the app. It works. We've seen it work.
Anything else you want to say?
No, I'm done. You can go ahead now.
I forgot what I was saying. But yeah, so virtual clients. We've done a tiny desk in here. I thought that was dope. Shout out to Ramon. He's been a long-time client. That young man had been working with me for 8 years. He was 11, I think, when he started. Now the young man is, 20? And he got his own apartment in Atlanta. I watched him grow up. But he came here and did a tiny desk. So he had, is it a keyboard?
Keyboardist.
He had a keyboardist.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
A pianist that was playing the keys. And he used his instrument, which is his vocal abilities. That was fun. So, yeah, a lot of different things in here. And now we're looking for 2025. Did we recap before we started talking about 25?
I think 2024 is pretty much it. So we're recapping. By the time y'all see this, Allen Lux Studios and Charlotte Podcast Studio has already done their own individual year in review vlogs, videos. Yeah. So we've already gotten those out. So if you need or want to see how everything was literally for the year, go check out those episodes, those videos. They'll be in the description. That way it's easier for y'all. And then for everybody that's audio only, just go to Allen Lux Studios at this point. It'll be one of the last 3 full videos. Because today release is probably going to be, I think today is literally, it's the first of the month. Wake up. It's literally January 1st today. So with that being said, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yes. Okay, I'm done.
That's a great segue into 2025. So what's happening in 2025?
2025, you talking about what I put in my notes?
Yeah, bruh, I'm
2025.
I'm trying to get this show going.
2025, we working, okay? So I'm saying we, but I really mean Shamar has been in talks with a brand
strategist.
Yes. He's going to come in and help us make sure that we are able to get in contact with you more to bring you all here, because we're not in a storefront. We're literally pushed off in a building that has like no markings. So we're going to have more content to reach you all. That's another thing. For people that do watch and listen, it doesn't matter which channel it is. Tell somebody, promote that.
Tell 2 people.
And then tell them 2 people to tell 2 more people. I think that's how it goes. So I want to take the podcast in a new direction.
Okay.
In 2025. because I don't want us to just. So let me back up. We've never come up with a name for what this is.
True.
Never. We just said, welcome back to Charlotte Podcast Studio, because that's where we are, you know. So I am. Is that somebody trying to come in the door?
I don't know what that was.
Again, we don't cut. Anyway. So I'm wanting to name the podcast The Creative, or The Creatives Contently, because we are creatives.
Contently? Oh, he's told me this. I'm acting like I didn't hear. Go ahead. I like that.
Listen,
because at first I was like, what is he talking about?
Yeah, The Creative Contently. And what that basically gets at is we are content creators, and we love what we do. To have a camera in our hand, regardless of the client, regardless of the situation, we love what we do. So the part of contently is us being happy, excited. We're at peace. And I want to speak a lot more from that standpoint. There will still be things concerning podcasting. There are going to be segments with strictly videography, strictly photography. So, of course, you got to do that because I don't take no pictures, bro. You know what? John is going to be, I don't care what he said. I don't care. It might not be a standard podcast, but we're going to get John in here because. Oh, Lord. Yeah. I think getting John is going to be different because we've been doing this for years. So we've seen growth and changes in the industry. But John is, I don't know how to put it without making it sound, but he's fairly new. Yes. Compared to our, collectively, we've been doing this for 2 decades.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And I'm going to need you to wrap this up because I got a
You got a meeting. All right. So, with that being said,
I knew I needed my wands to land.
No, I've been watching the clock. I was like, okay, I got this. So
the creative collective, contently.
Yeah. It's either going to be the creative or the creatives. It depends. I think I'm going to do the creative. That way you don't have to worry about.
Yeah, you're right. Now listen, here what is this all about? So, because there's only so much teaching people how to start a podcast and things like that, and we can sprinkle that in. But you want to create a space with what are we going to be doing?
We'll be covering more of. See, I'm still trying to figure that out.
Okay, so we're going to be showcasing creatives. We're going to be it's all about the creative space.
You know what? Yeah, that's what it was. So we will be getting, my goal is to get more photographers, more videographers, more cinematographers, whatever that role is, and sit down with them and actually have those conversations with them. Because as a photographer and a videographer, those are not the only two roles in this industry. You have the production manager, you have the directors, you have like I said, the cinematographers, you have producers. A gaffer, the producers. And even, within that, having an episode to explain the difference between videographer, filmmaker, cinematographer, and I think there's another title, people that strictly do documentaries, being able to sit with people and go through that with you all. Yep. That way you have a better understanding. Because, you go on YouTube and it's I'm a gaffer. Okay, that's cool and all, but what's a gaffer? Right. And you hear what they do. It's I can do that. But what they don't tell you is there are different levels of gaffing as far as I know. So we will be focusing on a lot of that stuff. Right now, there's no schedule because I'm still piecing everything together. So once you see this today, I can't tell you when the next episode is going to be, but trust and believe what I'm going to be doing is batch recording. With that batch recording, everything is going to be able to be rolled out. So it might not be anything until February-ish. We'll still release on, I really want to still keep it to Wednesday at 9 a.m. But as far as actual dates, we'll figure that out. Okay. So, yeah, man. You got anything to say?
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with us. It has been a great journey. The ride has been awesome here in 2024. I'm looking forward to all the things in 2025 because I think it's going to go even higher. We've done some mobile podcasts as well where we've taken our stuff and going on location. That's something that I look forward to doing as well because I want to be able to blend Alan Lux and Charlotte Podcast. How can we take the things that we've learned and we know how to do in the Charlotte Podcast space and offer it as an enhancement or an upsell within Alan Lux, because we do a lot of events. Hey, we could do mobile podcasting at some of these events that we do on top of the videography and the photography that we do for those events. So I'm just looking forward to seeing what's happening next year. And then to Tay's point of talking with other creatives, I love talking to other people in the industry because you can learn so much from them, and it's just continuing to build your professional network. So I'm just looking forward to the great things ahead. And again, appreciate y'all tuning in. That's all I got, brother.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So I think it was one thing I wanted to hit on. No, I think I already did. So, like I said, by the time you see this, there's already the Alan Lux year-end review, and then there's also the Charlotte Podcast.Studio year-end review. Go on those respective channels. I will put them in the description, and then we'll go from there with that. Other than that, yeah, man, I mean, we appreciate y'all. And if you made it this far in the video, because I know the audio, you can't really do it, but if you made it this far, just put HNY down below in the where the chat happens, where the speaking happens.
Yeah, HNY to you. Happy New Year.
Yes.
All right.
That's it.
And I'm Tay's trusty sidekick, and I'm up out of here.
I'm Tay, the studio manager here at Charlotte Podcast.Studio. I'm tripping. Everything just ran through my mind. Find us at charlottepodcast.studio. Book now. To book a session, charlottepodcast.studio/book now. You can find me on all platforms, I believe, Tay with the edits. And you can find this guy at
Alan Lux Studios on all platforms.
And that's it. I ain't got nothing else for y'all.
Peace.
See y'all. How you do it? Peace, peace. Or did
no, sir, you're backwards. Peace, peace. And since we're here, do you know why I do that?
I can't remember the acronym.
The acronym is, well, PEACE, but it stands for Proper Education Always Corrects Errors. One more time for the people in the back. Proper education always corrects errors. So we properly educate, we can correct the mistakes of the past. And that's what I'm here to do, is to educate the people. Right along with entertaining, because y'all gonna laugh. That's all I got.
And on that note, y'all, I'm pulling a Shamar. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Peace. Peace.